A priest versus an OnlyFans model. Will the priest convince her to quit her job?
And that's what you are. You're a drug dealer. You're just about money.
Or will temptation get the best of him?
Mind if I take off my sweater?
I'm RazasOffice, and you're watching RazasOffice. Hold on to your seats, because you won't believe how this ends. This is Haley, this is Father Chris. Let's begin. Chris, you can start us off.
How'd you get started with this?
I had a boyfriend that was doing social media content. I wasn't making very much money in real estate. I had my real estate license. I didn't like working a 9 to 5. I wanted to be able to have freedom to do what I wanted to do, make a lot of money because I have a son, so I wanted to be able to take him to do nice things and stuff like that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Why did you become a priest?
My father was in the war. And when he came back, he and my mom really went to church regularly. So I was raised in a very religious family. And the reason I became a priest, because I wanted to make my mom proud.
Awesome. Next question.
What do your friends and family feel about your occupation?
You know, I'm not really sure. I think that they see how much money I make, and I think that they think that's very interesting. They see how little work I do, and I think that they think that's interesting. You know, I think that they'd probably want me to be like a lawyer or a doctor or something like that, something more contributing to society, but I think they've realized that there's no controlling me or what I do. If a priest had a fat crush on someone, what would they do?
The first thing that I would do would I'd go to meditation and prayer, because my allegiance is to Jesus, and that is the love of my life is Jesus, and I've pledged myself to that mission.
Do you ever get lonely because you refrain from sex?
Loneliness is a human condition. If you're focused on a project, you are focused on that project, and therefore by reapplying yourself, you become totally comfortable with who you are at all times, no matter if you have 100 people in your life or just one or just your dog. Would you consider what you do as prostitution?
Definitely not. That's having sex for money. I don't have sex with people for money. I just take pictures and videos of myself and sell them online.
Okay. In the bar business, you can be a bartender and still get to heaven and all that, and you serve beer. And then you also serve whiskey, and if they keep requesting it, they become alcoholics. And aren't you concerned that this might happen with what you do?
100%, yeah. So I don't plan on doing OnlyFans forever.
So it's not your problem that they got a problem?
No, it's my problem. That's why I don't plan on doing it forever.
How do you prevent yourself from the alcoholic example?
I don't think there is a way to prevent it. I think it's currently happening, and I just have to, you know, focus my attention elsewhere to try and stop doing it as fast as I possibly can.
Haven't you had someone say, hey, for $8,000, why don't you come and spend the night with me?
Totally, all the time.
And so how do you feel about that?
I feel empathy for them.
They're trying to cure the loneliness.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Why are priests so judgmental when it comes to sex and promiscuity?
Because when Jesus came down and was crucified on the cross, he died and he came back to enforce the laws of God. And as a priest, I have accepted them. And when you cross those boundaries, you go into hell, you go into mortal sin. And I'm a firm believer in that. And I gotta remind people, there's glitter and gold all over the world. That is just a small part of existence. Do you have any shame or pride in what you do?
You know, I'd say I have maybe a little bit of both. I don't think that it's good to watch, but I did work hard to get to where I'm at, and I do have certain freedoms because of the money that I do make from my job, and it will allow me to make positive change in the world, you know what I mean?
So do you feel like the pride comes from the money that you make, and then?
I think so. I think the pride comes from the money that I make. I think the shame comes from, you know, I really don't think the industry is a good industry.
Okay, elaborate.
I don't think that people should watch. I don't know. I just think it's bad for you, probably.
Well, you know, naturally I'd have to ask, wouldn't it be hypocritical if you make the for people to consume?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah, but I make a lot of money, and I don't want to do it forever.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
What's your opinion on masturbation? Do you mind if I take off my sweater?
No, go right ahead.
Okay. Naked. What's your opinion on masturbation?
It's a mortal sin. Jesus has people come together, a man and a woman, and through that there is unity, and We are one. And the second rule of God is that you procreate. And when you masturbate, neither of those things ever happen.
So are you ever gonna get married?
Nope.
Why not?
Because I knew when I took the vow of chastity exactly what I was doing. Just like men and women that join the service, they're going to do what they're told. I joined the church and I made a decision to be true to Jesus.
So you think that like in a perfect world, everyone would be not having sex and it would be 100%?
Absolutely wrong.
No?
Absolutely wrong. I never said that.
I know, but that's what you do, and that's the closest to God you can get.
But
why would you want that for everyone though?
And your journey and Rod's journey, they're each of our own journey. So I choose to do what I do. I found out that people wear different size shoes and not one size fits all. And a soul is no different.
All right, let's move on to the next question.
Have your ex-boyfriends or current boyfriends have a problem with OnlyFans?
A little bit, but not really. Just
What do you
depends.
mean a little bit, not really?
So like my ex-boyfriend, maybe he didn't want other guys to see pictures of me and stuff like that. And then, you know, my new boyfriend, he doesn't mind it at all as long as I'm not the one actually messaging or, you know, talking to guys, doing anything in real life.
Would you have a problem if, moving on to your next man after that, if he is all over OnlyFans and dating you at the same time?
Like watching other girls' content on there and stuff like that. I wouldn't date someone like that ever. Have you ever been tempted to watch an OnlyFans video?
No. I didn't know about OnlyFans until I talked to a certain person.
Nice.
Well, so have you ever watched?
No.
Okay.
I don't believe that.
We're all on our own journey. We choose to believe what
So you're telling me you've never accessed the internet? You've never gone to Pornhub?
Yeah, I've accessed the internet a lot for stuff that means something.
Father, I mean no offense.
It means nothing. It's totally against God's way.
So you're telling me you've never seen a woman naked?
Yes, I've seen women naked, yes.
All right, Father. All right. Move on.
Do you think doing your work will make it harder for you to find love in the long run?
No.
You say that very confidently.
Yeah, because I'm not looking for love. Yeah.
Why is that?
I guess I just have a really strong connection to myself and to my higher power. So I have all the love that I need right inside of me already.
If you were to guess whether you, Heather, will be going to heaven or hell, which way do you think you're going to go?
I don't really believe in heaven or hell. I believe in a universal consciousness. I believe there's a negative, energy and positive energy, and if you do negative things, then you're not going to go to a positive place after, and you're gonna have to answer for the choices that you made in life.
Well, won't that happen in the karmic life you're talking about? Because you go to the next, you'll have to pay for your sins in this life. In your future, you're willing to risk infinity of trying to make up for what you're doing now in your life, the decisions you're making, even though they're causing problems, they're not solving a problem, just making you money. Aren't you worried about it? You're just money? And wouldn't God get up there and say, you're just about money for 6.5 years? And these 300-400 guys you messed with, they're f***ed up and you didn't bring any joy to the world.
Yeah, I think that that's a valid point. I think that really all I can do is, try every day to make the best decisions that I can for myself and for all of humanity. What are your final thoughts on my job or OnlyFans?
I think you're going to hell. That's what I know. And if you don't change your ways, you're going to have regrets. And I know you're only going to do it for 2.5 years. But I don't think you're going to be able to walk away from the money, because I've seen in alcoholism what happens. And I see what happens with drug dealers. They start them a little bit low, and they get a little bit more. And then when they get up to a certain point, you become a drug dealer. And that's what you are. You're a drug dealer.
Well, I respect how you feel, and I have empathy for you, because that's a horrible and sad way to live your life, believing that everyone's going to go to hell.
I never said everybody's going to hell.
Well, you said I am.
I'm just saying, yeah, you're choosing to do what you do. And if you happen to die in the next 2.5 years before you...
Well, I have empathy for you, and I love you just the same, because God says to love everyone equally and treat them as your own son. So that's how I'm going to treat you.
All right, give me 1 second, guys. I do have to take this phone call. Y'all sit tight. That is not a real phone call. Just like Chris isn't a real priest. You see, what Haley doesn't know is that this was all a setup. The priest standing across from her is an actor, and he's about to do something she'd never expect.
Between us, I find you very attractive.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So I find you very attractive as well.
Well, thank you. And I'd be eager for you and I to get together and learn more about only what you do and
Sure.
Maybe you show me sometime.
Sure.
So you got a generous soul. Well, that's why, between you and me, I need to know as much as a priest about things like OnlyFans.
Yeah. What do you want to know about it?
Well, exactly what you do.
So I just take pictures and videos of myself like all day. And then if I my boyfriend, I'll film that and then I'll sell it.
Fascinating.
All right, sorry about that, guys.
Oh, you're good.
What did I miss, guys?
Oh,
Not much. We just
Not much.
went here and there and chatted a little bit.
It was time for the big reveal, but I had one final question. If you swap jobs for a day, what would you do first?
I shut down my website.
You'd shut down your
and
website?
I would renounce the church. So there we go.
Just have one last thing to say. You guys have been amazing. Thank you guys for tuning in. And Haley, I have one confession to make. This is not a real priest. This was all f***ing set up.
Shut the f*** up.
Not Chris the priest.
No way, it makes so much sense now because he was like, when you guys left the room, he was like, would you mind showing me some of your So I can twerk on the priest now? I can twerk on the priest now for
You can twerk on the priest. Here's.